Previously on Miami by Night, Artemis is having a terrible start to a night. First, one of his clients proved themselves an even larger idiot than Artemis ever believed, just saying something, forcing him to terminate a contract. And then the Ventru Primogen, not someone the Toreador enjoys speaking to. After an odd, threatening conversation, the Primogen gives Artemis some sort of ultimatum. Afterwards, Artemis calls Ursi, having noticed a missed call. Artemis plans to rejoin the group in their activities. After a debate about prostitutes between the other three, back with Artemis, the Toreador realizes there's something off with the back of his car and recalls Maisie's text the night prior, prompting a rather direct conversation with Stefan. When Artemis finally arrives, he is greeted by being called a prostitute by Jack's maid Ghoul, who has clearly been affected by her Domitor's way of thinking. Probably. She does ask him for his rate, though, so at least she was interested. So maybe it's not all bad. Naturally and understandably, Artemis is unhappy. Really not a great night for him. The others work to get him caught up on things, about pandas, gained information, and other things besides. Which just leaves what comes next. However, Artemis finds torture distasteful, a reasonable view, and employs certain supernatural gifts to convince Frank Woods instead, their panda prisoner according to Jack, to be more compliant. Which makes the following additional addendum to the earlier interrogations much easier. That then leaves the coterie to privately discuss what to do with him, whether to kill him off or other things entirely. Jack suggests making him their double agent, at least while the effect of Artemis' supernatural gift remains strong on their captive. Ursi has concerns about whether the Sabbat Valdery can remove or shorten Artemis' gift. They slowly plan it out. The so-called panda having the so-called panda feed on drunks, originally smashing a liquor store window and leaving him drunk on drunk blood in front of it to be picked up by police and use his phone to call for his Sabbat buddies. Create an alibi for his being missing, though it does require a lot of details ironing out between Ursi, Jack, and Artemis. Maisie, as usual, seems in over her head. Eventually, the plan changes entirely from attempted break-in to just drunk and disorderly. After a bit of perusing on his laptop via MapQuest, Ursi finds a reasonable bar suitable for the plan, the Neon Flicker. With a little thaumaturgical preparation, Ursi prepares a paper with Artemis's number on it, one only Frank can read. Frank is told to check in regularly. Continued exchanges between Artemis and Jack make things interesting to say the least. Toreador is probably still upset about being labeled a prostitute. After they finally settle things, they douse Frank in beer to better sell the story, and then a delay so that Artemis might suitably chastise Frank about previous choices in headgear. A proper out-and-out rant about that damn Pat. All the while, Frank stands covered with a bag over his head, covered in booze. The rant, capitalized, as it will forever exist in the heads of all those who heard it, even has Jack and Ursi, not exactly the friendliest duo, agree and commiserate in the fact that Artemis might well be insane. A while after Artemis has finally finished deriding Frank for his personality substitute, while Eve calls down that the pizza is here. Food for her, and blood for Ursi. After Jack pays, he distracts the driver so Ursi can bite down for some sip-sip. Ursi carefully controls how much he takes, a perfectly fine amount, provided he was the only one feeding. Unfortunately for him, Anastasia was slightly thirsty, and more importantly, used to taking some sip-sip every time Jack calls for delivery. Ursi, unsure how to handle this, calls for Jack to handle his adopted child. Jack succeeds in calling away his ward, but only after the man passes out. Ultimately, the Bruhal packs the driver into his car, gives him some blood of his own to make up for the loss, and calling the company to let them know to stop overworking their drivers. Instead of normal discussing of Jack behind his back once everyone is in the van, it is a somewhat toned-down version of Artemis's earlier rant, including the fedora being the Hitler of hats, or something to that effect. But eventually, the coterie leaves Frank at the Neon Flicker and passively guides him to the right sort of drunks they want him to feed on. After that, it's on to the rail yard. But as they discuss things, they plan their actions and the like going forward, and Jack brings up the need to investigate Gutter Jack. Something's fishy there, the Brujas knows, and Ursi agrees, but has the angle they should get clearance on that first, especially after Artemis mentions focusing on the Sabbat. Some fierce disagreement follows, but eventually the coterie moves on to investigating the rail yard itself, leaving that matter to be decided later. First on their docket is a supposed sewer tunnel in the northwest portion of the yard, which, now they know what they are looking for, is easy to find, especially when whoever last used it left the cover partly removed. Maisie lifts it, putting it aside, and then climbs down the hole, first after Jack and Artemis keep trying to make the other go first, and is immediately confronted by something of a phobia. The young La Sombra screams for help, prompting an immediate response from the others. Jack rushes down the ladder and draws his gun with supernatural swiftness, only to find nothing dangerous, just Maisie staring terrified at a big fat mama spider on the tunnel ceiling. As the others call down worried, Jack informs them the situation is Alpha Sierra. Ursi asks for clarification, and Jack says it's secure. He tells Ursi it was just a big spider. Ursi thinks it's some sort of spider ghoul, but no, normal spider. Jack attempts to comfort Maisie, sort of, but he's not nearly as good with people that aren't Anastasia. As the situation fails and pandas and hats are added to the attempt, the situation considerably continues to fall apart. Then meth, crack bears, and alligators of all things. Artemis, the man that led the incredible tirade against hats earlier, is the one that gets everyone back on track again, oddly enough. As they move further into the tunnel, they find the nature of the trap. This Dante guy, whoever they really are, made some sort of homebrewed version of napalm, and the tunnel is filled with hints of fumes. Jack's careful gaze spots the trap once he knows what he's looking for. A relatively evenly placed trap, but one that would cause the entire tunnel to be immolated in liquid fire, along with anything inside it. Following the tunnel reveals that it leads to an alley, off of the street on the other side of the rail yard, easy enough to note down. Attempts later on to access the rail car, the next on their objective, first requiring emptying an entire can of WD-40 that Jack was carrying in his coat. Jack enters first, but when Maisie falls a bit later, her phobia is triggered again by spiders in the rail car. When she flees, Percy falls after her. The spider still on his coat keeps him from being all that helpful. After the group makes their way down, properly this time, they find a crude cut tunnel. Jack smashing any spiders he notes along the way. The other end comes up in the lot of a nearby warehouse, hidden under a car parked over it. Nearby is the shipping crate haven Frank mentioned. Finally, there is only the fence near the bushes. There's a rustle, but it only turns out to be a squirrel, though Jack already has his gun drawn on it regardless. As the coterie leaves the rail yard, there is only the matter of determining what to do next, which is, apparently, to split up and go their separate ways for what remains of the evening. Jack, presumably back to his place, wherever he's going, and Ursi to drop off Artemis, and Maisie.
I believe I mentioned it in my little recap thing. Did you not have the time to read it?
I did, but I might have forgotten to put it into the recap.
That's fine, not a problem.
Let me double check. I'm not seeing it in your journal entry, I don't think.
I put it at
Oh,
the
you
end of
went,
the
you went
last
hunting.
one. Yep.
Very well,
Found
in the
himself
interest
a
of keeping...
stoner. Got stoned.
Very well, I will allow you to go ahead and give yourself a couple of blood points on the condition that you are affected by those under the influence of marijuana for the next couple of in-game hours. Which probably won't be much for the rest of the night anyway.
Yep.
I believe that will be a -2 to any perception-based roll, like -2 dice, and but also a reduction in frenzy difficulties. So, hey, win some, lose some, or lose some, win some. One of the two. So as he does that, Ursi, you're dropping off Maisie and Artemis.
Yes.
Anything happening while you're doing that?
After he drops off Maisie and Artemis, he is heading to the Chantry. 'Cause he has some things to requisition.
Things to requisition indeed. Very well. Let me see.
And he has a conversation with Heinrich to be had.
I need to redo that background. Oop, there we go. Heinrich. Yes. So it is Heinrich you're going to see?
Yes. As he's the quartermaster, correct? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Ursi, when he gets to the actual wherever Heinrich is, he'll just sort of, "Good evening, Heinrich. How goes the night?"
Let's see. You got my message, yeah?
Ursi, can he is quickly going to pull out his laptop and check his email.
Nope.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, normally when people
No.
have called you, they've left message on your voicemail, on your answering machine.
Yes. Let me check my. Yeah, he'll quickly puts the laptop away, and then. No, I didn't. Then just takes out his phone. Does he have a missed call and a message?
No, it's always been to your Haven phone line, remember? The one that you wake
Oh
up with
yes,
sometimes
that's
without
right.
even a message on it?
That's right.
Hmm.
Sorry. Unfortunately, I think I missed it. Apologies.
Well, and this is fortuitous timing. It seems the Seattle Chantry has finally returned my missive.
You're. Oh, I'm sorry. Out of character. Did he say missile or missive?
Missive, sorry.
I
Message
was
might be
like,
more appropriate.
damn. I knew y'all had some crazy shit, but a missile? What the fuck?
The Chantry stores of the Miami Chantry are indeed vast, but they do not have well,
Missiles.
they don't have missiles that are bigger than what can be launched by a person at the very least.
They don't have. Yeah. Okay. Oh. I think Ursi actively he was already
Yes, I
in a
got to the
good mood.
ICBM back finally.
Yes. You said you heard back from the Seattle Chantry then.
Yes, they seems they are willing to negotiate.
Oh, this is good. This is good to hear. Do they have any? I guess what is it called? What are they asking for in return?
I haven't been told yet, but I believe they are open to negotiations. Remember, the regent has approved a certain amount of being able to agree to things in our chantry's name. Though I expect you will be raked over the coals if he does not exactly like the deal you come to.
Of course, of course. I would not wish to disadvantage the Chantry or the Regent, so I will be careful in any negotiations, and if they require advice or oversight, I will contact accordingly. Now,
It wished me to tell you to call them at your earliest convenience. Is that now?
I have some business with you tonight, but probably as soon as I'm done with that, I will be giving them a call.
Yeah, it is growing
As
late, but they should be available to respond for at least a couple more hours.
yes, I know I don't use the
One
your
moment, sorry.
services. Oh,
Well, he's gone. Artemis, are you here?
Oh, sorry about that.
Come on.
No, you can do your bit. I just got food I can eat.
That's not important. He didn't respond anyway.
No, sorry, I'm here. I was on mute.
Later then.
Where were we?
Ursi was going to say something.
Ursi, let me push your reboot button. Boop. What were you saying, Ursi?
oh yes. I do have some business with you tonight. I know I don't use the full breadth of your services often, and I don't necessarily think this will be testing your limits, but I would like to request some things, requisition a good amount of items.
Ah, you finally come to take out the M60. Good
Not
choice,
the
that one.
M60, not tonight, but I do have some. I do have a list. So, just let me. If there's any requisition papers you'd like to have on hand as I start to read it out and all that stuff, I will, of course, be going through the proper procedures as always. But in short, I have a brief list of items. Well, relatively brief. First, this one may be a bit of a big ask, but a small IED with remote detonator, 3 Kevlar vests.
Character what? What was that first one?
A small explosive device with remote detonator.
How big boom you want?
Just enough to set off something else.
And have you ever trained in explosives? If I give you something that blows you up, the Regent will be very unhappy with me.
Of course. I was going to leave it to a more experienced individual.
Out of character, didn't Jack say just last session he wasn't though? What was it, Jack? Something tech? EOD tech?
Yeah, he wasn't EOD.
I misremembered that completely. 100% misremembered that. My brain went, he knows stuff about explosives. He recognized. I mentioned, yeah. So,
I mean, Ursi doesn't have eidetic memory as far as I remember, so maybe Ursi forgot.
yeah, I think Ursi did forget in this instance. I think he was busy. He's been taking in a lot of information, planning a lot of things in his head, and that is one thing that has rarely slipped under the radar.
Alrighty, so small explosive charge. I can probably fetch something.
I will also be requesting 3 Kevlar vests. One I know may be difficult to procure as I am looking for one in kind of gestures to
Three?
himself my
You said
size.
4 a moment ago. Now you're saying 3.
Did I say 3? Did I say?
Yeah.
Out of character. Did I actually say 4
Out
before?
of character the first time you said 4. This time you said 3.
Apologies. Doesn't like me. 3 vests, one of which the largest available in my largest available size, one that could fit me potentially.
I see. I requisitioned something in your size. The very weak. Your sire embrace you.
Always the forward thinker. Very good. I don't know what is going on with my Ursi accent today. It is going everywhere. Please.
So is my German accent. My German accent is shit, but it's normally not this shit.
I would also like to requisition 2 silenced pistols. A PMM would be preferred, but if that is not available, I just 2 silenced pistols works with if possible 2 extra magazines of incendiary ammo, 4 ballistic masks, and I would like to requisition a good amount of blood bags as well.
One moment.
Yeah, Ursi has prepared a full shopping list because there's still like 2 or 3 more things. He doesn't shop often with Heinrich, but when he does, it's generally a lot.
Well, I can get you most of those things, but the incendiary ammunition is currently a bit on a lockdown. The regent has fears, and to keep the certain things to a minimum. And unfortunately, right now, that is at its minimum. The blood bags are also a restricted access, restricted for right now, but I can arrange for a certain amount for you. How many do you
Understandable.
need? How
Out
many
of
bags do you need?
character. Out of character. What is a reasonable amount of blood bags? I
Well,
don't.
each big blood bag is basically 1 blood point. And for those that haven't
Okay.
seen a blood bags are actually pretty sizable. I know I saw one when I gave blood like a couple years ago.
Okay. Then in quickly looking at how hungry I am, just in case. Would 4 be possible?
Would what?
4.
Oh, certainly. I can do 4 easy. I will even give you 6, but you must prepare the paperwork, of course.
Of course.
And he will give you a stack of about 30 sheets of paper.
Yeah.
Fine print,
Uh,
no double spacing.
Before I start filling this out, there are 2 more things I would like to acquire: hunting cameras with stands and bear traps.
It is an odd request, but not beyond my ability.
Does that require different additional paperwork before I start signing?
Another 10 sheets of paper get added to the 30.
Good, good. He takes the stack of 40 sheets of paper. Is there like a little desk to the side that he can sit at to
Yes.
start filling it
In
out?
fact, it's one of
He
those little, one of those little ugly elementary middle school desks.
he goes and walks over to the desk, checks the chair to make sure that it won't break when he sits on it, just as a habit. And then if it doesn't seem like it'll break when he sits on it, then he'll sit down and like a human typewriter, just be like a human printer, just be going through the sheets, filling out all the information.
I
To,
just like the image
requisition.
of giant Urshi sitting in one of those little tiny, like, school chair things. Mm.
Yes. Yeah,
In any
Xerxes will
case,
fill out the proper paperwork.
while you're doing your paperwork and before your phone call, Maisie, Artemis, which of you two would like to go next?
Not it. Nope. Artemis can go first.
Good old not it.
Not it or nose goes. Can't see me though, so that doesn't count. Oh, there he is.
Were you John Cena?
No. Too small for that.
Ah, welcome back, Artemis.
Well, it's already.
I asked you and Maisie which of you would like to go next for your activities, and Maisie was like, not it, and you weren't here to defend yourself, so you're up.
As Ursi's van drives away, Artemis will reach into his pocket and pull out a crumpled photograph of Markov.
Oh God!
And he looks down. He looks down at the photo and runs his thumb across it, smoothing out the creases. You are a distraction I cannot afford at the moment. He pulls his cell phone from his pocket and calls Stefan.
Yes,
Stefan,
Mr.
bring the car around to the front of the building. I need you to run me to my storage facility.
At once, Mr. Locke. And he will do so.
This is the point at which the extra story I wrote will happen. Locke arrives at the storage facility and puts away the photo of Markov in his box of precious things.
Oh God!
It's basically his stash for porn, except it's not porn, it's just the things that trigger his Toreador flaw.
Yeah, saying just in case anyone hasn't read the extra story, he's got a lockup where he keeps all of his incriminating evidence against various people, but in a safe at the back of it, he has a special jewelry box in which all his most precious things are.
That's great. God, he's so freaky. It's awesome.
And as you're leaving, you can't help but think about how rude that clerk was.
I have a mind to write to the manager and have him fired.
For those that didn't read the bit, well, Artemis was reading thoughts, not hearing actual words.
Yeah. His Auspex is starting to go a bit crazy.
But
And
you still
then-
have a couple hours left in the night, and I presume you're going to...
I think... Hang on, let me take a look at my character sheet very quickly. Just checking my blood total. I probably need to top up. Not quite half, but I will be tomorrow. Is there time to hunt, or do I need to use my herd?
Absolutely, there is time to hunt. How would you like to go about hunting?
Stefan, would you take me to what's the name of a nightclub? Anyone?
Hoosiers.
Hosiers.
Boy.
Was that? Stefan, drive me down to Hosiers. I believe we're at about the right time of the evening for a certain type of clientele to be ready for me. And
as we get there, for you to go hunting, let me just drag us over to my one and only nightclub background.
Woo!
ugh, ghastly.
All right, wrong music. My bad. Let me fix that. I put the wrong track on it.
Go to nightclub.
That's the Nightmares from Malkavian Visions one. Right. Where
Now we've all
okay.
been inside of a Malkavian's head.
Woo!
That's the one I used on Seattle for the last two visions.
Hmm.
So let's try that again. Boop.
Oh, somehow that's worse.
It's better than La Viva Loca.
Yeah, true enough.
So,
Sorry, I had to. First time music is always turned up real loud. In any case, you're here. You're at the nightclub. It's time for you to go about hunting. How does Artemis go about hunting?
Artemis will head straight to the bar, order himself a drink, and will pay for it very ostentatiously by opening his wallet to show quite a large, thick wadge of dollar bills in there. He's hoping to catch the sort of person who thinks he's a mark.
Filled with rows and rows of hundreds as you find out like the one $10 bill in there.
Yeah. How did this get in here? What is that, a 10? I didn't know they came so small.
Sure enough, someone, probably early 30s woman, will approach you. She's only seems slightly tipsy, but she's clearly hoping to bum quite a lot off of you before the evening is done.
The feeling is mutual. So Locke will flatter her, lean over, and my dear, can I buy you a drink? You seem to be the most lovely thing in here. He's
He's
turning
rolling
on
to
the,
ace
on the,
this.
on the he's drawing on the presents as well for this.
I was going to say make a manipulation and subterfuge roll, but if you want to spend a blood and activate presence, then you can activate presence and make the awe roll instead.
1 sec. What was it? Manipulation and
A manipulation and subterfuge if you just want to seduce her away to some corner
Yeah.
without supernatural power. A blood point and whatever awes activation is if you want to use that instead.
I will try. He will try his natural charms to start with. Old school.
I mean, he's a silver fox. You should be able to do this easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact,
you say that.
they are an easy person for this, so it will be difficulty 5.
You say that. My history of okay, 4 successes.
No. This is easy. This is child's play. Get her into some dark corner alone where you can bend down as if to kiss her, only to sink your fangs into her neck.
Exactly that. Although he probably, before he does that, he'll reach into his pocket and pull out a small sachet with an alcohol wipe in it. Just give her neck a little wipe before.
Oh, that amuses me so much.
Before he sinks fangs. You have something on your neck. Hold still a moment. Wipe.
I assume you're taking 3?
Yes, please.
Very well.
Nice.
After that, do you return to your office?
Yeah, given the time of night, he will probably make his way outside, calling Stefan on the way and get Stefan to take him back to the office.
And before I move on, just got one little bit more thing with you. Namely, your phone rings. Right as you're walking in the door.
Locke pulls his phone from his pocket, checks.
Not that
Is there
one.
a caller ID? Oh, okay.
It's the one. It's the one on your desk. The one that you've come
Ah.
to dread as much as look forward to.
He will stare at it for a few seconds, composing himself, clear his throat, and then answer. Lock?
Goodness. I was beginning to think that you weren't going to answer. This is the third time I've called you tonight.
Renata. A pleasure, as always. And what do I owe this particular pleasure?
Well, before things begin, I was wondering if, despite how things went the last time I was in the city, if you'd be interested in perhaps taking out a common enemy.
I would certainly be open to persuasion on the matter.
But not over the phone, I think. Have you planned
Naturally.
anything yet for your next night?
I was considering taking in a show, perhaps, and maybe strolling the promenade with my best girl. But I can cancel those for you.
Wonderful. I will send your Gwendolyn, I think her name was, a piece of paper or something to indicate our appointment time.
I shall look forward to it.
Do try to come alone, Artemis. I'm extending an olive branch here. I hope you take it in kind.
I promise you I will be entirely without escort.
And as you make that promise, whether in truth or in falsity, we move over to Maisie. Maisie, the house is very quiet by the time you get home.
Maisie will come in and start looking around, seeing if anyone's home.
There is Lex passed out on the couch or taking a nap. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
She'll inspect him, make sure he's actually breathing, and collapse on the floor next to the couch.
The only thing untoward is he smells of a bit of drink, but nothing drugs.
Yep. She's just gonna collapse on the floor and just kind of stare at the ceiling, kind of try and process the evening.
And as you try and process, there is, of course, something that ruins your attempt to process. Your phone rings. Well, in this case, it is your cell phone.
She'll pick it up, look at it, and just have a very, very big, deep sigh before answering it. Hello?
Maisie? You'd recognize the voice easily. It's Heather.
Hey, Heather. What's going on?
Um, um, I'm really sorry to bother you, but it's getting bad, and I don't feel comfortable going after it alone. Not with what happened.
What are you trying to go after? Sorry, it's been a long night, hon.
I need blood.
Okay, I will get you some blood. Can you give me a little bit to get some?
Yeah, sure, I guess, the sun's not far away, is it?
We got a couple hours. I'll be quick.
With a non-committal groan, she will hang up.
Maisie will start just like groaning, like, oh my god. Just want to sit down.
That's what the day sleep is for.
Yeah. And she'll Russell Lex like, dude, come on, I need your car.
Maisie?
I need your keys, man. Can I have them?
Yeah. Well, he will fish them out of. Well, first he reaches in the wrong pocket, and then the other wrong pocket, and then finally finds the right pocket and pulls them out and hands them to you.
She'll take it and say, and just ruffle his hair. Go back to sleep. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He
she'll
will sleepily give a assenting noise and go back to sleep if he ever fully woke up to begin with.
He probably didn't. And then Maisie's gonna go out and find some blood.
How are you going to do that?
Well, she's got two options. She either goes find blood bags or she goes and find a blood bag. Depends on which one would be easier at this time of night. Probably a
Well, unless
singular.
you have
Well,
connection,
probably
unless you have
blood
connections
bags.
to somewhere that deals in blood bags, they're going to be harder. I mean, you can just grab a person from wherever.
She'll probably do that and just go grab a person.
But how are you going to go about that?
She's gonna go find a homeless person first. Let's see, what can I do? Wrong button. Go this way. And then let's see. Probably mesmerize them.
Dominate them to
Mhm.
follow you.
Yep.
Also, for some reason, you removed that dot. I'm going to re-add it to your sheet. Goodness.
What? Which dot?
Your disciplines. We were down a dot in one of your disciplines. I re-added it back.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that.
In any case, in order to find the homeless person, let's see. Streetwise, then let's go with wits or perception.
Okay. Dice.
Wits, you rely more on instinct to try and find known areas. Perception, actively looking. One of the two.
Which one's higher? Wits is higher, so wits and then what?
Streetwise.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah. For now.
Why is Roll20 hating me lately?
You utterly fail to find a homeless person.
Yeah.
But if you don't find her
Mine
some
is
kind of
two.
blood, she's probably going to frenzy.
Yep. So she's gonna have to keep looking.
Well, you can't find homeless people, so what's your next bet?
A drunk. That's the
Any
next one.
random person on the street?
Or
Oh, you want
any-
to get okay?
Either a drunk
We
or
can
a
do
random
that.
person.
Well, a random person. We'll just be going with a random person alone. So perception alertness as you're driving. Difficulty 7.
Better luck.
Yes, you managed to find someone after about 30 minutes. Now you just need to dominate them, which should be easy. Let me roll a die and figure out what their willpower is.
Oh boy.
Alrighty then. Make me a manipulation leadership check, difficulty 6. That will be sufficient to get you to follow them pretty much anywhere.
Good. She's gonna make them go with her in the car to Heather.
Heather's current hidey hole. is in the basement of a rather rundown, abandoned, probably scheduled for demolition at some point in the future. Basement of an apartment. She changes locations pretty frequently, but you know where she is at this time.
Maisie will head in with the random person, and when she gets in there, she'll start calling out for him, like, "Hey, where you at? I got some food."
Over here. Over here. She's currently huddled in a back corner atop a ratty mattress, hands clutched around her legs, staring kind of blankly at the wall.
Heather, you need to feed. You're freaking me out, man.
Oh, oh, right, stop me if I take too much,
Of course.
please.
Just
And
don't
with that
hospitalize them.
encouragement, she will sink her fangs into your dominated victim. For a moment, it does look like she's going to take too much, but she pulls back just in time. Seems kind of dazed, as she usually does after feeding. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it's better me giving you food than having you go out there and break and masquerade. Let's, remember,
I
you
just
can
don't
call
want to
me.
kill anyone.
Maisie will just kind of hold it in, like, yeah, it it sucks to kill people, but it happens. You just have to know how to clean up your mess if that happens.
As you work through your talk with her, you've had this conversation with her several times over the last month. We go to Jack, who is arriving back at his mansion, somewhat stoned.
He's just gonna sit down on the couch and offer Eve a joint.
Oh, thanks, Jack. She'll take it and sit down on one of the other seats. Rough night?
Yeah.
Must be if you want to get if you got yourself that hammered. Or that. I mean, it's weird. You folks don't generally. And she'll make the gesture as she's smoking.
Something one of my buddies told me about this bullshit. You stop being so aware of everything. You constantly stop looking around, seeing VC behind every corner. And you just focus on shit like brunch.
Or a mansion whose
Such
bricks are
a
made of shattered innocence. That too.
such a fucking weird name. Brunch. Why don't they have something like that for dinner? Because they have brunch. Like, what would we even call it? Like, lunner? Dinch?
I've heard some people call it leper. That sounds weird, like leper.
Yeah, that sounds super fucking weird. I think Sunch sounds better, maybe? I don't fucking know.
Found another one while y'all were gone.
Another what?
She gestures around the house made of secrets. Secret thing.
Oh, yeah, what'd you find? Did you Find his porn
Fucking
stash.
secret passage.
Hmm.
If I thought I
Leading
found his
outwards.
porn stash, I'd burn it first.
Don't burn it. We gotta turn that shit into the Camarilla. Just add more and more shit to his file. Or we give it to Artemis
As you
and tell him
say,
it's his
Jack.
porn stash and get us to owe us a favor.
She rolls her eyes at you.
What? You know, you saw the mess he left in that room, okay? If he got his hands on that stash, the shit he would do, the favor he would be willing to offer in exchange. I'm just saying, could be useful, especially considering.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we still got like an hour. Want to come see our new fancy secret hidey hole?
Does he go outside, or is it from one place to another?
It does lead outside, yes.
Well, fuck. That could be bad. Fucking, I'm way too stoned for this. I'm gonna call someone. Who should I call?
Call about what?
Checking out the secret passage. Secret tunnel. Is it to the mountains? No, we don't have any mountains in Florida. Do we have mountains in Florida?
I think it goes out to the ocean.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. To the
Ah,
ocean. Secret,
I'm just
secret,
gonna have to
secret,
remind you of these
secret
things when we come
tunnel.
down. She says as she is slowly getting high herself.
No, I'm gonna call someone. It's gonna be Maisie,
High Stone Jack
Percy, or
giving someone a
Artemis.
call. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Which one? Which one?
Roll a die. You're stoned. You don't get to make that decision.
I'm not.
Oh
I'm not. I'm
no!
not. I'm asking Eve. This
Oh,
is a
you're
question
asking
he's
Eve.
asking
Well,
Eve.
I will roll a private thing. What was he asking between Ursi, Artemis? Was he including Maisie or just Ursi and Artemis?
Urzi. No, he's not. You know what? Fuck it. All three of them. Ursi. You know what? Fuck. He's gonna call three of them.
Conference
Conference
call.
call all
Let's
three of them.
call.
He's just
All right,
calling all of them.
Maisie, while you're still with Heather and Artemis, while you just got done with your bit with the razor, and Ursi, while you're filling out paperwork, you're almost on the last page. You all get your conference call.
Maisie's gonna be like, ah, fuck.
It is so late. What is he calling for?
Maisie will answer.
Locke will answer.
Percy will answer.
Hey guys, so you found a secret passage.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
In my house, and I think it's worth checking out.
Hey, are you okay? You sound different.
Yeah, man, I'm totally fine.
You sound like you're high. I would know from experience.
I'm not high, you're high.
Maisie would know from experience.
I wish I was high, especially as high as you sound.
Dude, I'm not that high. I'm kind of chill. You should try it for once.
I just said that
I mean, my ghoul
I
is
find
kind of high
myself.
right now. If you want to take a sippy.
I have
No,
my
I am
own
with
goal.
Nancy. I'm with Nancy Reagan on this one. Just say no.
Okay, I'm never talking to you again. Fuck Nancy Reagan. Okay, not in that way, but you know. in the other way, because she was like, did you not hear the shit about her? She was sucking people's things in the Hollywood backlots, and now she's going on fucking television like some fucking high class lady. Like we don't all know what she was doing in those fucking parking lots, telling people not to take drugs and ignoring AIDS and
I don't have to
terrible
listen to
fucking
this.
person.
And Artemis will put the phone down.
Do you have anything else to say? We are meeting up tomorrow, so if need be, we can actually check it out tomorrow. I am in the middle of something, so I'll be getting off shortly.
Yeah, I just wanted to update you on the secret passage, and given, who used to own this place, and given his connections to the Sabbat, I
Wait,
figured it might be relevant to our case.
I think Ursi visibly, which you guys don't see, but maybe Heinrich sees, he visibly bristles when you mention uh, the guy,
That guy.
and also when you mention the Sabbat over phone.
As far as I'm aware, people don't have that kind of listening technology yet.
And even if they did, the Second Inquisition is not a thing. At least
Not yet.
not right now.
Mm-mm. Well, this was fun. I'm gonna go now. See you tomorrow. And Maisie's gonna hang up.
If you're
Well,
only on marijuana, I truly don't. It's all fine. Just try not to dabble with the harder stuff. It's a mess. I've seen other junkies. Never mind. Good night. And he hangs up.
I've seen more junkies than you. Thank you very much.
He already.
Say after he's hung up.
I say that before
So
he
much
hangs up,
better.
like right before he hangs up. I'm getting the last word in, damn it.
This time you lose. Though your high brain might think you did.
Yeah, I'll just talk.
Which just leaves, is there anyone still on the call other than Jack?
No. I think everyone hung up.
No, he's just gonna hang up. So apparently, Artemis wants to fuck Nancy Reagan.
What, that old lady? Damn it.
Yeah, I
Why
don't
does he gotta be like with
know.
go out after ladies like her when he could be like I'm just saying, I'd be happy to call him daddy.
I'm just saying, like, if you had to do a first lady, it should be Jackie K. Jackie K. Jackie K had it going on.
The absolute silence with which that comment has been met is delicious to me.
I'm just trying to hold it together.
Ditto.
But eventually, the time will inevitably come for all of you to retire to your havens and your homes and your other things.
Before the night ends,
Oh right, you still have a phone call to finish up. We never got around to that.
yeah, I'll finish. I'll finish the paperwork and hand it to Heinrich.
Yep, seems to be in order. He says, scanning each page in less than a few seconds.
Am I good to pick it up tonight, or should I come back tomorrow?
Come this way. Comes this way.
Yes. Yes, you will. Trying very carefully not to thud through the pantry.
That's the size. The basement store houses of the chantry is about the size of a small warehouse. Pretty big. Even a small warehouse is pretty damn big.
Beautiful. I know I don't come here often enough, but it truly is impressive what you and the Regent have done here.
Well, preparing for a siege was one of my great tasks. Considering the city's volatile history and only recent claiming, it makes sense that there would be a tax at some point. We have enough blood here to fuel the entire chantry for at least 2 weeks, while we to be sealed in.
No,
Possibly a month if we rationed it.
understandable. He's just kind of like, just keeps following.
A full quarter of the back room, the back corner, is like taken up by guns, lots of guns. And amidst all these rifles, machine guns, even a couple of RPGs, he picks out a couple of pistols with the suppressors for you. Unfortunately, you will be stuck with regular ammo, but he does get that as well. And the Kevlar vests, one of which, actually there are several here that are unusually large sized, but he picks one of them up and puts it in your goodie baggie.
Yes.
And eventually including a cooler with 6 blood bags, I believe I said.
Yes.
Oh, and your explosive device. A small amount. Enough to perhaps wreck one particularly sturdy door.
Wonderful. If, for my own edification, how would I arm this device and deploy it?
You requisitioned explosives without understanding how to use explosives.
Like I said, this is for a more skilled individual in this particular field, but I would like to know and understand before it is utilized for its purpose.
I guess he will give you a rundown of how it works because I, the storyteller, don't know.
Beautiful.
The rundown on
Ursi
how
just
what
wanted to
works?
make sure that if he needs to use it himself, he knows how to. Doesn't need to know how to
Yep,
well.
but like anything involving explosives, a botch will be explosive.
Very bad. Let's just say if I ever handle them,
phrase
I
do you
am
want to
going to be
understand?
spending willpower.
Small explosive device. Basically a tiny section of C4.
Yep, with a remote
Pretty
detonator.
simple. You put the detonator in it, and stand far away. Press the button, and that'll make it explode.
But there is the phone call.
Yes. Once he has all of his stuff, he'll cordially bid Heinrich goodbye and thank him for his good service. And we'll take presumably like a duffel bag of his goodies and the cooler and walk back out to his van.
Aren't you going to make that phone call?
Yes, he is. He just wanted to. He wants to do it in privacy.
Yeah, there are plenty of private rooms in the chantry.
This is as private as the chantry can be. Yes. Yeah, actually, yeah, no. I think that does make more sense for him. He'll duck into more secluded area of the chantry that he knows he'll be able to have some privacy, and then he'll pull out his phone and make a phone call.
It rings. It rings for a good long while, longer than you expected it to, before eventually someone picks it up. Yes, good evening.
Good evening. This is Receiver Ansov.
Oh, yes, I do believe I've heard of you. This is Dr. William Thorne. I'm afraid that our distinguished Madam Wolf is otherwise preoccupied, so you'll have to talk to me at the moment. Though my regent has made me aware of what it is you're interested in.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I was told you were that your chantry was open for negotiation
Hmm.
to access for this information.
The 11 bolt. Yes.
Yes.
It is true, we do have such information here at the Chantry. My sire, I mean, not my sire, my child is rather taken with it.
It is a fascinating prospect for expanding knowledge in the usage of our unique gifts.
Hmm. And such a transfer would require our dear librarian to make copies, likely by hand. And then someone
Yes.
would need to transport it from here to there in person.
Yes.
These
Understandable.
are not safe things.
Of course. The utmost security is to be expected and understood.
What I'm getting at is what exactly is our brothers and sisters in the Miami Chantry offering to recompense us for these troubles?
Out of character. I'm asking for some common sense here. What is things that are actually like out of character? My brain's blanking on things that chantries would actually want.
Well, normally it'd be an exchange of information, I suppose, but the Miami Chantry's library is not exactly the greatest. Boons could be offered between chantries easily enough, but depending on what those are, they might get called in for things that you don't like or that your region won't like.
Yes. And my understanding initially was that this was Ursi's request, but due to it being having to be requisitioned from our chantry,
It's going to be added to the Chantry's library if it makes it here, yes.
that's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Hmm.
if you wanted to get this just for yourself and hog it just for yourself, well, first we have to work out how that goes against the Tremere Blood Bond, and then second we would have to figure out something else because your Chantry would not be helping you acquire it if that was the case.
Yes, that is
Not
true.
knowing
That
that
is
anyway.
accurate. Um, what would you like for it, Doctor Thorne?
Regent would like a great many things, I expect.
Yes. But for
But
this
your
knowledge,
situation, according to what I know, isn't the greatest for knowledge sharing. And I doubt we currently have
unfortunately,
desire for anything in your vast stores. Well, we
hmm,
could consider you owing us a series of boons. At least two, preferably three.
hmm,
One for the copying of the knowledge. Another one, or perhaps two, for the journey through, well, between cities. Enough said.
another common knowledge thing. While I understand the transaction is between the two chantries, would I be able to take on the burden of the bonds for the Chantry, or does it have to be directly for
The
the Chantry?
boons would be something that could be asked of the Miami Chantry, but the regent would probably make you take part in them whenever and all possible, because reasons.
Yes. Okay. Understandable. Hmm. Hmm. Too good.
Talk, Mr. Vonsov. While it's still a good few hours away here, I can't imagine sunlight is all that far away there.
Oh,
Yes. Hmm. 2 boons, you say, between the
3.
Chantry. 3.
1 for the copying of the manuscript, and 2 for the journey, I think. I have to go there and back, or whoever's going to be bringing this.
What if I were to supply a, for lack of a better word, mule?
A mule? I assume you're not talking about the animal.
No. You mentioned it as 1 boon for the copy and 2 for the transportation. What if I were to
We
send? What if we were to come to an agreement for the copy, and we were to send someone to pick it up for us, so that it would not come at your cost?
is that something your chantry is even willing to agree to?
I am exploring negotiation options, and if need be, I will correspond with my regent on whether or not that is an applicable route.
Then I would say speak with your regent and get back to us.
Very well.
Talk to
Thank you
you
very much.
presumably tomorrow, I should hope.
I would
And
hope
with that,
so as
the
well.
line clinks shut. Or clinks dead, rather.
Ursi just kind of
Dr. Thorne. I like playing Dr. Thorne.
Ursi like bristles for like a half a second. It's just like, I was trying to be so polite.
And you were so indecisive. And that he
Yep.
doesn't like
Because
indecisive.
Nope.
yep. Because
For
yep.
reference, Dr. Thorne was my character in an 1870 New York game, and more relevant to Maisie's giggles is the sire of her Tremere character in the Seattle game.
Mm-hmm.
Indecisive. Good to know.
Oh, he knows Wessex then, I believe.
No, he was in the iteration of the game before Wessex. Remember, I played
Ah,
Bracken when Wessex was around.
that's right. That's right.
Very
In
well.
that case, he knows.
Ooh,
Hmm.
what's going on?
In any case, that will presumably bring the night to a close. Everyone in their havens are heading to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
To the next night.
To the next night. Next night being Friday, June 18th, 1995. Everyone mark off 1 blood and regain 1 willpower, if applicable.
And regain 1 willpower. Okay, yeah.
Now, we would normally go in order of humanity, but tonight is not a normal night. Not a normal night. see, we'll begin with Jack.
Hmm.
Jack. It is the noise that causes you to awaken early. The shattering and breaking of glass, the shrieks and the screams. They would normally trigger you to make a rather complicated check of perception, some humanity, or whatever to awaken early. However, with the light sleeper merit, you do not need to make such a check and will awaken immediately at the sign of trouble. And while the sun is still up, you would normally be capped by your humanity or other morality in terms of how big your dice pools can be, but again, with that merit, that treats your humanity as 10. You awaken in your bedroom. Sounds of the shattering glass, the shrieking, frenzied almost, and just entering your room is a man with a knife.
I shoot him.
Just you wake up. There's a man in
This
the
is a
room.
man
Like,
with
I
This
shoot
is a man
him.
this is a man with PTSD. He's probably had his base or camp be ambushed by enemies before. I mean, it's a
Oh.
response. It's a valid response.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I 100% believe that it makes perfect sense for Jack to just always have guns on him.
Well, he clearly wasn't expecting you to wake up, so I will absolutely give you the equivalent of what in other systems is called the surprise round, and go ahead and grab that gun that's under your pillow and shoot at him. A dexterity firearms roll. Don't forget to add your celerity dice, unless it brings you above 10, which it shouldn't at this point.
What discipline number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline 4. My dex is 3. My firearms is 3. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So, nope, does not. Fortunately or unfortunately.
8 is a solid number.
Yeah. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 6, unless you're shooting for a specific body part. You do know, by common sense, that, well, you can't see any fangs, so you don't know if this guy is Kindred or not, and it is technically daytime, so maybe, maybe not. But if he was, it would only be bashing jet damage anywhere other than the head.
What's the difficulty to hit the head?
Difficulty 8, but it counts as lethal.
I'm going to willpower it and aim for the head.
Good call, good call. Fire away.
I feel like something.
Well, good thing you spent the willpower. So you will still hit. And what kind of gun is this? This is a a heavy revolver.
Heavy revolver.
Okay, it's like a 44 Magnum, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your damage dice pool is 6. So 6 dice, no additions, just 6 dice.
Five
Ooh,
successes.
nice. You will attempt to soak. And fail utterly, taking 5 damage. And it is as you do this, and that you kind of take in the rest of him and realize that his clothes around the torso are already shot to pieces, like someone hit him with the equivalent of a buckshot. And your shot drops him down. Not dead, he's already dead. To torpor. Hmm. Elsewhere in the house, there's the sound of something falling to the ground outside. And more frenzied shrieking. The sun is kind of glimmering dangerously past the windows.
Is there a way I can make my way somewhat there without getting burned? Or am I stuck here?
Well, most of the windows are built to be covered up during the day, so you can at least get to one of the areas closer to it and see what's going on.
I'm gonna do that then.
As you get closer, there is signs of a scuffle, a fight that starts somewhere outside Anastasia's room and continues down the stairs, past the foyer where you see Eve kind of crumpled against the wall, still breathing, but unconscious. She had a shotgun in her hand, so that explains the wound on the other guy. And a trail of blood. Not from Eve.
Does the trail of blood
Oddly,
lead to my room?
no. It's sprinkled with bits of broken glass, though. The thing inside you, the beast, that's tracking the sun. You feel the moment it dips below the horizon, just barely. Not long later. Doesn't stop the shrieking from outside, though. But
I will
you
go outside then, since I can now go outside.
You will see one more of these people. Let me see. A woman, apparently, and of course Anastasia. And as you are coming outside, the woman in question is throwing a Molotov. Anastasia will mostly dodge, but part of it will impact her and set part of her arm on fire, causing her to, well, you see the frenzy take hold, and you see her bolt. However, the woman that threw the Molotov is not exactly, well, to put it mildly, she's pretty fucked up. But she notices you, and quickly levels the gun in your direction as well as she's starting to look panicked herself. Part of her is burned, presumably from the sun.
I'm going to shoot her.
Again, makes sense. Her effective action in this, not really combat, but yes combat, has already been used to throw a Molotov at your ward.
Should I go for another headshot or a body shot? Decisions.
Well, if it helps, the sun, for however brief she was caught in its glare, just seemed to have left her pretty rough looking.
Hmm. Fuck it. We ball. Damn.
Okay. Roll your damage, which is 6, but this time add, let me see. Okay, so that's 4 plus 2, 6 total. Roll your damage of 6 plus 5 for every, basically for every extra success on your hit roll. So 11 total dice for your damage.
6 lethal. Oh no, slightly more.
Yep. 9. 9 lethal. And she will tip the soak, but I don't think it matters either way.
I mean, it does matter. It decides whether or not she dies.
She's not going to die, she's just going to torpor.
Mm.
Apparently, as this one too is no mere mortal. Although not much of a vampire, not by your standards. And yes, even with her ability to soak some of it, she is too marked into the unmoving graces of torpor. You feel the dregs of the day's sleep still trying to claim you, even though the sun is set. You're up too early, but for right now, for the moment, you can hold it at bay. Your ward, Anastasia, is nowhere to be seen, having fled in the grip of the red fear.
Did she flee inside or outside?
Out into the neighborhood. This was in your backyard.
Do I know if anyone else would be awake this early?
Well, may anyone else in the coterie, you mean?
Yes.
You don't know. This is
Fuck it, I'm
really
calling
early.
Maisie.
Kind of want to call bullshit there, but sure, we can call Maisie.
I mean, I'm genuinely guessing here. She seems like I don't know anyone's humanity number.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, you
She
call
seems
Maisie.
like she has been the most high humanity character. Am I wrong?
Nope, nope. Maisie, you're getting a phone number literally right as your eyes are opening.
Sorry,
Welcome back, Maisie.
Yeah, perfect timing.
You're getting a phone call literally right as your eyes are opening for the night.
She'll just grab the phone, not even looking, just answer. Hello?
I need you to get here now. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure. I just woke up, man. I'm on my way. Hold on. She'll hang up. No questions asked. She's just gonna get up, get her shit on, tell Lex to get his ass moving. We gotta go.
Right, right. Which, by the way, means you will be arriving without any of your makeup or preparations Lex does for you, by the way. So make sure to include that in your description of yourself.
At this point, she don't care. It sounded like it was an emergency, so she's just moving.
Mm-hmm. In that case. But before you even get there, there are the sounds of sirens in the distance. After all, this is a nice neighborhood. And those were gunshots. Multiple gunshots. Jack, you have common sense, yes? You there, Jack?
1 second.
Do 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 do.
Sorry about that. My mom wanted to talk to me about something.
Oh, no, that's fair. That's perfectly fine. In any case, Jack has common sense, right?
He does. Rule 1 of an old world game, always take common sense.
It's cheap and useful as long as the GM actually lets it be useful. Or storyteller, rather.
Hmm.
There have been games
Yeah,
I've
cops
seen
are
where...
coming, I assume.
Yep.
Rich neighborhood.
But you also remember the, because you had to use it once in order to schedule your introduction to the prince, the General Camarilla phone line.
Um,
Basically, there are
will-
two torpid bodies here, and if you don't want the cops seeing them, or if you want the right cops seeing them and not the wrong cops, this is probably a good time to call the Camarilla. Unless you wish
I
to
will
hide it
call the
yourself.
Camarilla to tell them to send the right cops.
The Gould secretary that answers the phone seems quickly awake and will nod and pass the information along. The sound of the sirens seems weird, as a few of them seem to peel away, and some from farther out seem to be joining. Because of this mix-up, Maisie is actually able to get there first. Because of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Maisie, the sound of
Just-
sirens are getting closer, and you arrive at Jack's Manor.
Maisie will get out and just... She'll make Lex go with her, just so he can not be somewhere not safe, potentially. And then she'll go in the mansion.
As you just pull up to the front, you see Jack standing over a torpid woman.
Maisie will just look at
And
you.
just
And,
inside the door is Eve crumpled against the wall with a shotgun.
oh, Jack, what the fuck happened?
Hell if I know. I woke up, some son of a bitch breaking my window.
Mm,
Another one sneaking into your room.
did
This one threw a Molotov at Anna and she ran the hell off. There's one in my basement.
Okay, so you have three torpid bodies?
Just, well, two torpid bodies, one still in the basement, filled with shotgun shell. And Anna's run off
No,
God knows
just
where.
two. The one in your bedroom had already been shot by Eve before you took Eve out. So that's why he dropped so easily to one shot from your pistol.
Okay, so you have two bodies and a missing child. So...
Yep.
Probably need to prioritize finding said missing child. So if she got hit by a... did you say Molotov? She's
Yep,
probably not doing so hot right now.
probably not.
Okay, how do you want to handle this? Do you... Obviously, someone on their way? Is someone on their way? Please tell me someone's on their way.
Yeah, you and Lex see if you can find. Actually, no, I don't know his name. You and Tall, Dark, and Handsome can see if you can
Lex. Name's
find the
Lex.
girl. And I'm gonna check the basement. Does that sound good?
You want me to go find what?
The kid.
Okay, I will go find said kid. You said her name.
There was a kid here?
Yeah, there's a little girl that lives here. Yeah, it's a long fucked up story. Lex.
Molotov a little kid. Okay, fine. Sheesh. He will say as he's getting back in the vehicle.
All right, well, I'll call you if I find her. And Basie's gonna go back in the vehicle and start driving around, I guess.
And as you do that, the first of the cops arrive, and with them there's one. Let me see. Boop. Ah, yes. Here we are. One Travis Bullock and an unmarked car alongside them. He looks very, very like he doesn't want to be awake right now, which means he was likely awakened and is forcing himself to stay awake. Not an easy thing when your body doesn't want to be awake at this hour for a vampire anyway.
Yeah, I feel that.
The fuck happened here?
This Yahoo, I say, pointing my gun at the one on the floor,
The girl, yeah.
and her friends decided to recreate the plot of Home Alone.
When the sun only just went down, and I recognize Torpor when I
Yeah.
fucking see it.
He points to the burns on her arm. That's from the sun.
He kneels down next to her, kind of checking her over, poking through her coat as the cops that are in the know go about securing the scene and warding away any nosy neighbors. You
I
searched them
got
yet?
one in the basement. I'm going to make my way down there.
Right. I'll be there in a moment. As you walk away, you pull something out of this person's clothes. The fuck is that? He's holding it up to a flashlight.
I take a look at it.
It looks like a vial. And the liquid inside looks kind of like blood, but kind of different.
Elder blood, maybe.
To your senses, it speaks of rewritten realities and jokes and pranks of the, well, entirely unworldly nature. Something mischievous, but also something exhilarating, something energizing in the worst of ways. It's a really conflicting feeling. Are those spark? Please tell me I'm not losing my mind, dude. Do those look like sparkles in that fucking vial to you?
Yeah. Wasn't there a bloodline that had sparkles on them? I think I heard something about a bloodline that had that.
I never heard of that. Definitely not in blood. Fuck.
Well,
Yeah, well, when you
probably
check the
bloodline
other
we ain't
one,
never heard of then.
maybe. I mean, check the other one, see if they have something similar. I want to keep looking over this one.
One of my basements hasn't been torpid yet, so I'm gonna put my priority on that one.
Wait, what in the basement are you talking about?
Are you asking me in character or out of character?
Out of character, out of character. I've only mentioned two so far. The one that was out
You
here, and then
mentioned
the
that
one that was in your bedroom.
there was blood going down the stairs to the basement. And I asked, is that the one that Eve shot? And you said no.
Oh, I said the blood was okay. Yeah, go down to the basement. I know why I said that, but it'll be a little more clear, I guess, when we go down there. Yeah, okay.
I'll make my way down there.
Down in the basement, past one of the enormous crosses that's really just firmly affixed on the wall. You've tried to remove the damn thing. There's an opening in the wall. And at its feet, you find what seems like a dead mortal, considering all the blood.
Anyone I recognize?
You don't recognize the mortal, no. But past the door in the wall, it does seem to go out quite a distance, past your ability to see. Some sort of tunnel. Albeit properly
Please tell
made.
me this is an adult mortal.
This is an adult mortal, yes.
Thank Jeepus.
No worries about a frenzied Ursi.
That's not what I was worried about.
Oh, like Malcolm had like a secret colony of children down here you never found.
Yeah, something like that. It's possible.
It looks like he was executed via a knife to the back of the head, and then several more times for good measure in the torso.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to take him and what's his face and put them in
Ah, the
a
really
central
hideous
area.
one. Yeah. Sorry, what'd you say?
I'm going to take him and what's his face and put him in like a similar area.
Fair enough. Where would you like that to be?
One of the dungeon rooms, I guess. I don't want it to be somewhere obvious that people are going to be looking at it, or get blood in any of the places where it'll be a pain to clean up.
Even though, okay, fair enough. Travis will have to come down and see him at some point. I believe you already mentioned that.
Yeah, I know. It's not about Travis. It's just about like, if I put him somewhere else, I'll have to clean up the blood, and it'll be a whole thing. This is something that's
Somewhere you
easy
don't
to
mind getting
clean.
dirty, basically. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Into your dungeon they go. Once you get them in there, make me a perception alertness check. Or actually a perception investigation check as you start digging through their person.
Okay.
You can apply
Do I?
aspects to this, and you get detail
All right.
oriented.
What is the difficulty?
The base difficulty is 6, but -1 because of your aspects, so 5.
Okay. I find all the secrets.
All the secrets indeed. And the two most foremost of which, at least on this guy, the ugly one, that looks not that far removed from being a Nosferatu, albeit at least vaguely human looking. You find another vial, like the one Travis found on the first one, outside, and a very crude medallion necklace. Looks like it was stamped out of junk metal.
Hmm.
Kinda. Maybe sorta looks like a some sort of something wearing half a hideous mask.
Fascinating.
As you are doing this, we cut over to another person that's about to awaken early. Or possibly, depending on their check. Ursi, I'm going to need you to make me the normal check for these things.
Oh no. Okay. What do you want me to make again?
A perception plus aspects rating if you have it, versus difficulty 8. No skill gets added in here. Just perception and your aspects dots if you have them.
Okay,
Which you
so
do.
perception and aspects. So that's 4 dice. Um,
Difficulty 8. And no, you don't get to reduce the difficulty here.
Good to know.
Your
Okay.
Auspex is adding to your dice pool instead of reducing difficulty because it's weird.
Trying to figure out how to do this dice roll and thing. Oh, I can just do a modifier, right, to add a dice?
If you wish to use it that way, you can also just use the discipline drop-down thingy, assuming you remember which number discipline of your Auspex is.
1, 2. It is 2. Okay, so I can just do that. Discipline 2, boom, and you said difficulty 8.
Yes.
Am I allowed to spend willpower on this, or I don't know if
I
this
am
is one where that
choosing
would
to
be
say
possible.
no. I'm
Yeah,
choosing
that
to
makes
say
sense.
no.
Well, here is hoping that I pass. Nope.
Whatever it is, it does not stir you awake further, and no further noise stirs you before your normal awakening point. So,
Yeah. I got one
we will
success,
head
but I got
back
a
to
natural
where
1.
Jack is
Ugh.
sleepily awake. Do you return to those outside, Jack? Actually, wait, no.
Yep.
Maisie,
Well, they returned
you're
to
looking
me.
for
Sorry.
Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
What to try and make for this one?
Oh boy.
I suppose I can make it perception alertness, but it's going to be a high difficulty. And she's not even necessarily looking for Anastasia herself, just signs of her passing. She can obfuscate, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's fear frenzying.
Yeah, they're looking for the signs of that, mainly.
No, I know. I'm just like, can you obfuscate while fear frenzying?
No, but if she came down from it afterwards, who knows where she might be, because even if she's not frenzying, she has a whole medley of other things that might be triggering.
True.
So, perception alertness, difficulty 9.
Damn this roll 20.
Well, I did put that one at difficulty 9. I'm afraid that after the first initial patch of burned grass and lawns as she cut through backyards and the like, after that fades, when she jumps in a pool, though it would have been easier for her to jump in the pool in their own yard, trail kind of ends. They're unable to follow it much further. And you and Lex spend presumably about an hour trying to drive up and down the streets, looking for them, and failing. Which brings us back to Jack, who was bringing or not bringing the bodies up, but returning himself to the front lawn, where Travis is indexing this person, alongside a couple of ghouls. And seems to be going about it rather thoroughly, honestly. To the point that he's actually stripped off clothing and, well, not like all the clothing, but most of the clothing to check all the pockets, empty out everything. Oh,
I
you're
hold
back.
up the vial.
Well, I gotta be honest, I have no fucking clue what was in there. Blood of some kind, I assume. Hmm. I'll have to ask the fucking Tremere about it. No offense to Hersey, though.
He shrugs. Struck the Tremere.
He will also raise up a medallion, very similar to the one you had. Do you recognize this symbol at all?
Nope. If I had to guess, it'd be some kind of Nosferatu anti-tribute thing.
You think this was Sabat?
Yeah, they're thin bloods, I reckon.
Well, we can ask Hersey to figure that out when he gets here. I'm sure the boss is blowing up his phone as we speak.
Assuming he can even get up this early.
Can't normally. Normally I can't either, but I was the one whose ear got screamed in until I woke up.
Hmm.
I fucking hate being up early.
You and me both.
And as this goes on, it's time for Artemis to awaken. What was that, Rob?
I said,
I have to move all these things out of my face so I can see. How is Artemis feeling tonight?
Once he's awoken and carried out all of his normal ablutions, he will head to the reception desk of the office and see if Gwendolyn is there.
Gwendolyn is indeed here. Of all your nighttime employees, she's the one that has nary a smudge to her record that wasn't called in properly in advance.
Gwendolyn, how does the evening find you?
Rather well, Mr. Locke. And yourself?
Decidedly good. Do I have any messages, Gwendolyn? I'm expecting an important meeting to be assigned this evening. I hope it's come through.
Yes, I did get 2 messages for you. One of that nature, and another one from that councilman that I already threw in the trash on your behalf.
Excellent. Gwendolyn, would you mind calling my storage facility in the morning and speak to the manager? Don't accept the assistant manager. I need to speak to the head honcho. Inform him that his night manager has been seen huffing glue and other sordid things. I believe they need to get rid of that individual.
Will do, Mr. Locke, will do.
Excellent. My meetings?
She will, oh, you're asking her what meetings you have set for the night,
Yeah.
or are you asking for the thing?
What meetings do I have set for the night?
None at the moment. This was one of your regularly scheduled night with the councilman, but we've severed that contract.
Severed, burned, and fired into the sun. But what
The
specials
other
do you
meeting
have
for
for
the night
me?
canceled, so nothing on your record for tonight, sir. Seems a quiet night.
Excellent. But I was expecting a special delivery, a particular
Yeah, she gave
client
it
of
to you
mine.
a moment ago. She gave it to you a
Okay.
moment ago. She has not opened
Then
it. She doesn't know exactly what it is.
Locke will return to his office and open and peruse the missive.
It's states only a location and a time, namely 9:30 p.m. and a rather upscale bar. Not too far from your workplace, but one that's known to be rather dark and cozy. You've been there several times. Makes for great feeding.
Good. Locke is pleased with the choice. He'll call Stefan and ask him to bring the car around to the front of the building, and on his way out, he will lean over Gwendolyn's desk. Gwendolyn, do you recall a week or so ago I asked you to look into local animal shelters?
Oh yes, sir. Out of character. She did. I did not.
Do we have any hits on my search for a companion animal?
Out of character. What was the breed of dog you were looking for?
Basically, something like a What are those really tall, very long, pointy dogs?
A Great Dane?
No, not quite. It's that kind of size almost, but it's almost like a giant greyhound. Although actually,
Mine's going to
Doberman?
blank.
let's go with Doberman. It wasn't Doberman, but let's go with Doberman. They're the classic.
I'm waiting for a friend to get back
Alsatian?
to me, but I believe I know I might have a lead on a new litter, assuming you want them fresh. Or would you prefer fully grown?
I think we can start with them in their teenage years.
A weird way to phrase that, but sure. I'm sure I can find something.
I just out of character, I don't think Gwendolyn would ever accuse Locke of phrasing something in a weird way.
Probably not.
Gwendolyn, you are, as ever, my rock. I've come to rely on you. Never change. And then he will head out of the building, jump into the car with Stefan, and head to the meeting. Well, what time is the meeting set for?
9:30 p.m. And let me
So
double
pretty
check.
soon.
Yeah, probably in about an hour tops. Maybe 45
In
minutes.
which case, yeah, it's probably best if Locke just heads straight there then.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, as you're traveling, I presume Maisie is returning back to Jack.
Yeah.
You arrive on your return to find several cop cars and what you recognize as one of the sheriff's deputies. Sheriff, in this term, being the Camarilla, not the police.
Hmm. Fucking Jack got a fucking giant mess. This is ridiculous.
You sure you know who you're dealing with here?
When someone who runs you tells you to do something, you do it. So no, I don't.
Also, did you ever figure out if it was a Playboy mansion on the inside?
It's definitely a Playboy mansion of the darker variety. One that would get you on a very special list.
What the fuck are you hanging out with a pedophile?
Well, no, the previous owner was a pedophile. Priest at that.
Oh,
Very fitting.
damn.
Which,
You know,
that
I didn't even
child.
do that on purpose. That just ended up happening.
Well, Maisie comes from a little Midwest town and went to church and wasn't the greatest experience. So to her, a priest messing with children, right up the alley. But
Being Orthodox just makes it worse.
yeah. So Maisie will get out of the truck and she'll let Lex decide if he's gonna stick around or get out of here.
He's not leaving yet.
Well, then she'll.
He seems oddly protective of you, though. Obviously, you are far more potent than he is in any physical way at this moment.
Yep. So if he's following her, she's gonna make sure he stays with her and not wander off. And then they'll go find Jack.
Oh, great. The Shadow Leech. Fucking wonderful. She with you, Jack?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He will roll his eyes strongly.
So, couldn't find her. She appeared to have jumped into some neighbor pool and disappeared after that.
Couldn't find.
fuck all kinds
Oh,
of duck.
wait. You had that frickin' kitty vampire, the one you had as your adopted child? Is that who she's talking about?
Common sense. How bad of an idea would it be to say yes?
It's about 50-50 here. It's not quite having your adoptive child run off in a fear frenzy after getting Molotov is, well, as far as potential masquerade breaches go, perfectly understandable and not something she initiated. On the other hand, it could cause some more stares your way, but it's better than if they find out later. She presumably does something bad, as long as you find her before she does something bad, or at least early enough to cover it up.
Alrighty then. He will say, "Yep."
What happened?
This one, he says, pointing to the half undressed check on the floor, decided to throw a Molotov at her.
And to his credit, despite his apparent dislike of you, he just kind of nods and, yeah, makes sense to me. What kind of lunatic vampire throws Molotovs, though?
Thin bloods, apparently. Sorry, they like to be called pandas.
Pandas? Really?
Yeah, apparently. That's what the one we captured yesterday said.
Right, I'm just going to assume that's going to the report to the boss and not delve any further there.
Yep.
It is way too early for this damn shit.
Couldn't agree more. As she's gritting her teeth. Have you called anyone else, Jack?
No, I don't know if anyone else would be up.
Well, I will take me being your first call as a compliment, and I will give Ursi and Artemis a call while you deal with this.
Yep.
Ursi, you get another chance to wake up. This time from someone prodding you. Oh, Ursi left. In
Yeah.
that case, we will deal with Artemis first. Artemis, there's a phone call. As you're riding in the back of the car.
Artemis will answer with his usual lock.
Artemis, it's Maisie.
Maisie,
There's a situation at Jack's.
when is there not a situation at Jack?
Well, considering we got a bully boy here and some cops, it's pretty damn bad.
Sounds like a PR nightmare. I'm on my way.
Good. See you soon.
Click.
Are you actually going to head there, or are you going to head to your meeting?
Oh, he's going to head to his meeting first.
You can always blame traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Ursi, are you back yet?
He has not said he's back yet. He's been gone for almost 10
He
minutes.
has not said he's back. He has not said he's back yet. So in that case, Artemis, let's get to your meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use one of the Elysium backgrounds for this, but obviously you're not at Elysium. But hey, it works for fancy cocktail bar, a side booth or something.
Artemis will buy 2 drinks, both the same, some kind of fancy whiskey cocktail. And we'll find a nice quiet booth and sit down and put the second drink in opposite him in such a way that it looks like someone's just gone to the bathroom or popped out for a second while he waits.
Indeed, and while you do that, I will edit Rada's page to make it visible to all players. Well, it's previously hidden, after all. And only having to wait 5 minutes, and considering you showed relatively early,
Oh.
not often called the Razor, Diaz will slide into the booth next to you. Well, not next to you, sorry, across from you.
He will just gently, with the tips of his fingers, just push the drink towards her. Renata, long time no see. It's good to see you.
Strangely, yes, I think it is. She says as she picks up the glass, examining it in the dim light, making sure there's no signs of any untoward presences in there, before finally taking a sip.
You know, it's long been a regret of mine that I was forced to do what I had to do between us. I've often thought I would like the opportunity. Sorry, go.
Sure, it was just business in the end, and misplaced choice.
Quite so, quite so. I've often thought I would dearly love the opportunity to make it up to you somehow. Is that what we're here to talk about?
It is. I could be more vengeful at you, but in the end, we were both burned by the same individual, weren't we?
Indeed, we were. One cannot be angry at the gun. One needs to be angry at the shooter.
One could be angry at the gun, but they would be angry and irrational rather than just angry.
So, how can I help you this evening?
First, I'd like to first to lay on the table the things that we both hope to gain from any future association. Obviously, certain people in certain seats on the Primogen Council, we desire to no longer be there. Not necessarily in any permanent ending, though maybe one can hope, but definitely no longer in any sort of position of power, yes?
Can Artemis just subtly scan the crowd to see if there are any other vampires here, just for with aura perception?
Absolutely. I believe it actually has a rule on using it to do a sort of casual check like that.
Yeah, I think
Our
it's
perception handout.
Perception and empathy, I believe.
A character may choose to perform a very cursory aura scan of a large area, like a nightclub's dance floor, the audience in a gallery. In this case, I decide what characters for. In this case, pale vampiric auras. And that's the only information we'll be able to glean if they're all successful. So in this case, yes. Just go ahead and make the normal roll, but that's what you gain instead of any more details. In this case, perception empathy, difficulty 8.
I will spend a willpower.
A wise choice on 1D, son, for sure.
Yeah, didn't need to. All good.
Indeed. There is no other vampiric aura here tonight. At least not in this room.
Ouch. Okay.
Well, to be fair, this room is pretty much the entire establishment, other than the back rooms.
No, fair. Artemis will lean across. He's swirling his drink in his absentmindedly swirling his drink in his hand, and leans across to her and says, "I believe we can agree on that as a goal."
Personally, one of my other goals is to return to the city properly. Do you have anything else you wish to add? I imagine you do.
Again, Artemis will pause. He will kind of conspiratorially look to his left and his right, and then will lean even further over. I want to see Marcus Vittel burn like the scumbag he is.
Proper barbecue, or a send-off for the dead. How appropriate. I rather like the sound of that.
Artemis will lean back again into his chair in the booth, take a sip of his drink.
Beyond simple satisfaction, which is worth it in its own right, is there anything else you would like to see out of such an abrupt change of power?
Well, if your ascension to Primogen is what you're after, I would not be averse to becoming linked in some way. Perhaps a advisor. The power behind the power, so to speak.
And what did Marcus promise you when he first hired you? I can't imagine it was
Out of
money you were
character.
after.
Out of character, that's an excellent question, which I do not know the answer to.
After I assumed it was some sort of influence, kind of like what you're asking from her.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Marcus promised me exactly what I'm asking you for, but he turned out to be less than trustworthy with his promises.
Can't imagine we're the only two that's been that way. But yes, I'd be glad to bring you into my confidence, so to speak.
Excellent.
And considering the game
propose-
your sire is playing with the absence of a Toy or Primogen, if you want, we could even arrange for something there in a few years.
It sounds like something to work towards. Artemis will raise his glass.
She will raise hers.
To a beautiful future together.
Indeed. To the future, and not the past, she will say as she lightly clinks your glass with hers, and then takes a sip.
Artemis also takes a sip and smiles. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Partnership that should have always been.
Quite so. My regrets on choosing the wrong side initially are all but evaporated now that you and I are working together.
Do you have another number? Not the office number I might contact you on more readily. I did have to spend a few times calling you before you answered last night.
Artemis smiles, pulls the fountain pen from his pocket and grabs a napkin and writes down a cell phone number. This is my personal number. I only give it out to important clients and very close associates.
I'll be sure that it isn't shared around.
I'm sure you will.
I'll call you soon,
No,
or in a day or two, perhaps, as things settle, and there are things that need seeing.
I'll be counting the hours down.
She does, however, slide you a paper with a number that she will also be using. So you could also call her earlier if necessary.
Excellent. Locke will take it, type it into his phone, and then tear up the napkin. Or tear up that piece of paper.
Meanwhile,
Now,
about half an hour prior... sorry, something you want to say before I jump over to Ursula?
now, if you will excuse me, my dear, I do have a prior appointment which I have rightfully given up to come and meet you here, but I do need to make my way to that one. So, I bid you adieu.
Of course, Artemis. Stay safe. The night's rather dark.
Yep. Then Artemis will leave and head over to Jack's place.
Meanwhile, half an hour ago, Ursi, you're getting a phone call.
Woo. So I'm making
First,
another.
we need to make a check to wake up. I'm sorry. That was what I was asking you for, and that turned out you were already gone. You get another chance to wake up early.
Woo. All right, discipline 2, difficulty 8. Boom. Hey.
Yay! Wake up, and it is Gary prodding you.
I think his eyes split open. He sees Gary, and his arm goes up to grab him by the neck, but stops, recognizing him.
He kind of backs away quickly as you do that.
What's going on?
It's
Too
some
early.
guy barged in with a knife and a stake.
What?
Yeah. I still have this
Did he
trusty
get away, or
shotgun
have you
though.
handled him?
He's kind of torpid on the floor. Also, someone called. I think it was the sheriff. Something Fletcher.
Oh dear. Okay, a lot is happening very fast. Understandable. Thank you. Okay. Yep.
Note that until your proper awakening hour, which is probably about another hour off in game. Well, maybe not that far, but 40 minutes maybe or something like that. You will be capped at your humanity level for your dice pools.
Understandable. He kind of gets up, looks dead tired.
Mhm.
I did not mean to do that pun.
Mhm.
And he's okay. Body first.
No, in the other room, right over here.
Okay, great. He'll look towards Gary. Good job.
Nah, thanks. And as he leads you to the body, you notice that not only did I take a shotgun blast to the chest, and then another one. There's some damage to the floor, of course, but it is what it is. But once he realized it wasn't a mortal, he did use the stake they had on them to stake them.
Ursi will kind of give Gary a pat on the back. Phenomenal work. That could have been very poor for me. All right.
Well, I already lost one boss. I don't want to lose two.
Hey, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway,
You did. Yeah. What?
the sheriff was saying something about a masquerade breach at a friend's place. You know a guy named Jack?
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Okay.
Well, Jack was with y'all when y'all found Gary. I
Yeah.
don't think Jack and Gary got introduced, so.
Yeah. He was with us. He was the dirty, old-looking, like
Oh,
ex-police dude.
yeah. Well, apparently he's got a mansion, and apparently there's something going on down there.
Yeah. It's a lot. Okay. First things first. Body bags. I have those. Goes over to his closet, pushes a false door behind it, and grabs some body bags out. If you could, I need to go check that voice message from the sheriff. If you can just start laying this out.
Oh, there wasn't a voice message because Gary answered the phone when she called.
Oh, 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 God, it's way too early. Okay, Jax. Okay. Yep.
You need help? Wait, no,
No,
you're kind of big. You probably don't.
yeah, I'm. Okay. He'll start help me get the body in here. I don't need help, but it'll make it faster.
Yep. I presume you're putting it in
Alright.
like what, the back of the van or something?
Yeah, he's getting the body into a bag. Once the body's like fully in the bag, I don't think Ursi's gonna require Gary's help, but he just wanted to like quickly get him into the bag.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna move this bag into my bus with my other things. Oh, yeah, good job. And he's kind of running on autopilot right now, and so
Yep.
he's just like, "You did a good job, okay." And he'll just quickly like bring his wrist to his not his actually I don't think he'll do his wrist. He'll bring his wrist to his mouth, quickly nick a little bit and be like, "You're gonna have some good job."
Give him a little
I'm
extra
so
dose of blood
tired.
for being a good ghoul.
Yep. Yeah, and I'll give him a dot of blood. a blood point.
It's almost like someone expected you to be alone and so only sent one person at you.
Yeah. Picking up Gary was a good idea. All right. Where are my blood points? I am. Okay, there they are.
In any
All
case,
right.
as you are doing this, I believe someone was calling your phone. I believe it was Maisie. It happened like half an hour ago, though, so,
Ugh. Oh fuck! I do have missed calls. Just as I'm checking my phone as Gary's having his drink.
I don't know,
Fuck.
half an hour ago, out of character, like back when you were gone.
Okay. So the phone call's happening now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll answer the phone call as he's drinking. Yep. 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 Man.
Okay. Are you okay? For one, two. There's
I
shit going
just woke
down.
up. Okay, I'm
Okay.
coming.
You better
All right.
hurry. Hurry.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Wake up.
I understand. He says he understands, hangs up, closes the thing, licks his wrist to quickly cover that up, and he just go, "Thank you, good job." All right, and then he's also gonna just drink from Gary because he absentmindedly gave the blood point and then realized, oh shit, I'm hungry. As what's the safe amount you can take from someone without them passing out or getting like addled?
Three. Well, two. Three from passing out. Two if you don't want them to be addled.
All right. Fuck it. I'm hungry. Thank you. You'll get to stay here. And he'll take 3.
Alrighty then. Take your 3. Although,
He'll take
how
3.
long ago did you feed on him last time?
Gary, I think that was 2 nights ago.
Okay. I think you took 3 then too, though. But you gave him a back of blood just now, so in addition to the one that he regains. Yeah, I suppose I'll allow it. He'll just be really woozy. Try not to rely on him for feeding too much.
Yeah. Understandable. Thank you. Sorry for leaving you like this. He'll kind of sit him down in like this massive fucking recliner chair.
Like a
It's
kid sitting in
so
Grandpa's chair.
cushy. Yeah, it's so cushy and it's so big. And he just sits him down and he does kind of look like a child on it. You stay here. He picks up if Gary still is holding on to his shotgun, he'll just be like, try to keep your wits about you, but I'm gonna lock the door and I'm gonna put down the shutters. And then I gotta go. Okay. As always, spare food in fridge. I don't keep it. It's there for you guys. Okay, bye. And then he goes and grabs his duffel bag, grabs his cooler. As he grabs his cooler, he realizes that he had the cooler. Goes, you know what? No, it's still useful for later. And then puts everything into the bus and books it to Jax. Oh, and of course
Excellent.
grabs his coat with his stuff in it.
Which means that Ursi and Artemis will probably arrive at roughly the same time. Roughly.
Hell yeah.
Actually, Artemis will probably arrive about 10 minutes later than Ursi. Because of reasons. He'll say the reasons of traffic, probably, but, reasons.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, Ursi, you reach Jack's. Jack, Maisie, you're on the lawn. Ursi is pulling up.
Oh, finally.
I heard shit happened. What happened?
This one got attacked.
Crazy fucking shit is what happened.
Oh joy. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say some dumbass vampires broke into your house. Is that correct?
You there, Jack?
Yep. Pretty much. How'd you know?
Same thing happened to me. Only one, but he's Mod's back to his bus. He's in the back now.
Do they have a
Did you get
necklace
them?
or like a weird blood vial?
I haven't gotten that far yet. I woke up, dealt with that, put him in a body bag, and came here. I think Travis would know that Ursi does not do well being early. Like, it's
No,
bad.
neither
Like,
does Travis.
he's not a morning
Neither does
person.
Travis.
Yeah.
Y'all have both been woken up forcibly earlier than you should be and are fighting it. Yes.
Oh, Travis, hello. Oh, God, I hate being up early. Okay, how many
Right,
people?
well, while you're here, he tosses you a vial with, well, most of it's already gone, probably drank, but there's a little bit of residue left in it. It looks like blood. If blood was kind of brighter, kind of sparkly, and seemed really, really weird.
He'll kind of hold it. He'll hold it up and he's like, "Why the fuck is it? Oh God, sparkly! Jesus Christ! Okay.
So far, both the ones at this place had it.
Well, let's bring the. I'm gonna. He'll like briefly. He'll look at it. Okay, I will check this out in a moment. He'll quickly tuck it in his jacket for a moment, and then go over to his bus and grab the body bag out of the back and start bringing it inside.
Everyone's kind of assembled on the lawn at the moment.
Actually, he just picks up the body bag, slinks it over his shoulder, and just kind of walks back to them. Do you want to do this here, or do we want to do it inside? I'd prefer inside.
I'd prefer inside too, but still his haven.
Jack, you okay if I do this inside? God, it's so early.
Dio, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I didn't hear what was said to me. I thought he was still
He
investigating the blood.
Ursi tucked the blood away for a second, grabbed a body bag from the back of his bus, and came to the lawn and asked if you want to deal with that outside or inside. And then he asked if it's okay.
I
to
got two of them
bring it
inside. Already put them in body bags.
Basement.
Yeah, would you prefer I move them somewhere else?
No, I just wanted to know where I wanted to take this one. All right, let's go.
So we're moving this one to the basement, I guess. Come on. Heft up the body.
Okay. Oh, as he's helping with moving the body. Maisie,
Yeah.
in the bus, there is a duffel bag and a cooler. Please grab those.
She'll do a mock salute. Got it. She'll go off and grab him.
Great.
She'll make Lex help
Lex,
carry
who's
it.
still standing there, is just going to follow along behind you.
Yep. She's gonna make him carry
Wait, who
the
the fuck
duffel
is
bag.
that guy? What? Wait, what?
What?
I will ask that later. And proceeds to keep going inside.
What did Ursi say? Sorry.
He did a quick double take, seeing Lex. Is wait, who the fuck is? He's with Maisie. I'll ask later. And he'll keep going back inside.
Eventually, imagine you reconvene in the basement, the horrific dungeon basement. And Travis is kind of does pause for a moment, looks it over, looks at Jack, looks it over again, thighs, and carries the body he's carrying into here. All the while, poor Eve, the ghoul, is still crumpled against the wall somewhere upstairs in the foyer.
I will give her some blood.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I imagine you already did. But yeah, go ahead and mark off the blood.
How much blood do I need to give her to get her conscious?
She'll be conscious enough after the first blood. Just very, very
Yay. I
dazed, very
lost all
woozy.
the blood I got from my weed trip.
Jack? Oh, fuck. That hurts. That really, really hurts.
I can imagine. Next time we need to get you a shotgun with some dragon's breath rounds or something like that.
Did I at least hit him? Thought I hit him.
Yep.
I'm going to have to clean up all this blood, aren't I? So she looks at all the blood around her on the floor.
Uh, yeah, probably.
Gotta buy some more bleach. But meanwhile, you get everyone downstairs into the basement, the dungeon, the one that makes Travis give Jack a look for, but doesn't say anything.
Well, it's not my fucking dungeon. You know who owned this place before me.
Yep.
And with Ursi's body bag counted in, 3 torpid vampires, 1 dead mortal, and 3 vials, once it's searched, of what's left of that weird shit.
What in the? Okay. Okay.
But first, I suppose it should actually make you do the investigation checks for that. So, perception investigation checks as you look over the bodies.
I thought I already did that.
Yeah, you did. But there's still one more.
Yeah, the one I just
I'm
added.
kind of directing that at Ursi because it's his body. But you can
Yeah.
join in if you want.
It's perception investigation.
Mhm.
Okay. Does Auspex help with this?
Nope, I don't think I allowed it with Jack's, so I'm not going to allow it with yours.
All right. And what is the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
6. Awesome. All right. And just double checking that my investigation is not higher than, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I am rolling with the maximum dice pool that I can right now because my humanity is 5.
Yeah, don't forget you're capped at 5.
4 successes.
Yep. You find, most obviously, no wallet, no ID, a few crumpled dollar bills in the pockets, though, but most relevant thing is you do find another vial like the one you were shown, with bits of weird blood in it. And it looks like a crude cut medallion necklace sort of thing. Some sort of weird little critter on it with a half of an ugly mask.
I know it's extremely unlikely that Ursi would know anything about this, but could I attempt? Okay, good to know. Then Ursi will be okay.
Sorry, like knowledge skills, this is like one of those cases where no, you would not have had
It's
any
just
reason
yeah,
to
it just wouldn't be
recognize.
possible. Yeah, it makes sense.
Mhm.
What knowledge skill is this?
I said it's
I
not a
was
knowledge skill, but like with knowledge skills, it's one of those things where you have not been in a situation where you would have picked up on this or heard about this.
yeah, it's just information I would not have had access to.
I think very small
Um,
circle of people that know it.
Know what?
This medallion.
The
The
medallion thing.
medallion symbol.
I was asking if I could attempt a cold roll to see if I recognize anything about it, and it's a case of outside of what I would be able to know.
Would Maisie know anything about it? Or no?
That's who?
Would Maisie have any, like, possible insights? No, didn't think so.
Nope.
Then
It
Ursi
is as you
will.
are all gathering here that Artemis will arrive upstairs to a bunch of cops.
Okay.
But it's the right cops.
Yeah, it's the right kind of cops.
There you go.
Artemis, you've been in the city the longest out of anyone in the coterie. You can easily recognize a few of the cops you know that are in the know.
He will give subtle nods to the ones he recognizes. Can he see any of the coterie anywhere?
No, though you do see a somewhat fucked up looking maid standing in the foyer. Just kind of leaning against the wall, while muttering about needing more bleach.
Bleach is
Ow!
not a clean. He'll
Yeah, go on.
wander over to her. He will wander over to her and lean in and say, "Bleach is not a cleaning agent. It merely whitens. You'll need something more stringent to deal with this."
Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. Foxy Handsome Guy. Yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out. I don't suppose you're willing to tell me those rates right now. I could really use a pick-me-up. This night has left me all sorts of fucked up, but not in any of the fun ways.
I'm afraid you can't afford me, my dear. Where's your master?
Yeah, I don't really need a fucking pay raise. Downstairs, they all went down to the dungeon with like 3 or 4 bodies.
I would keep my voice down about the Addis Bay if I were you. Thank you. And
No,
Artemis will-
everyone here is, whatever.
One can never be too careful. And Artemis will head downstairs.
You arrive around the time not Artemis, but Ursi is finishing searching his person and kind of looking at that medallion. In this room, you find Maisie, Jack, Ursi, and of course the bully boy, Travis Bullock.
Reaching up and flicking of some of the manacles hanging from the ceiling, Artemis will say, "Jack, I adore what you've done with the place. Tell me, what's new?"
Tweedledum and Tweedledummer tried to kill me.
Oh, they'd met you before then.
Charming.
Artemis sighs theatrically. Fine, someone fill me in from the beginning and spare no detail.
Multiple attacks. Jack was attacked seemingly by 2, 3, 2. Haven't gotten the full details on the full number of Saemons, but 2 kindred. My place was assailed by 1 kindred. And they're here in torpor. They have this weird sparkly shit that I'm gonna be checking out shortly, and whatever the fuck it is, and he holds up one of the medallions. God, just way too fucking early.
So your own haven was attacked as well, Ursi.
Yes.
Maisie, did you experience similar?
No. I awoke to Jack's call for help.
Me either. So why would they attack just Jack and Ursi and not us? Interesting. Jack, are you convinced they were here for you and not, given the previous incumbent's reputation, for your predecessor?
Couldn't say. Anything right now would be speculation.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As they're talking, Ursi will uncork one of these bottles and attempt to use taste for blood on the sparkly shit.
On the
Out
sparkly
of character, does the second guy have burns on him?
Oh, that's the one that you fought? Or the one
Yeah.
that you shot immediately as he entered the room?
Yes.
No, he does not. The other one that only got those burns, based on what you based on what you saw when they kind of the fight ended up outside.
They came in through here, I say, pointing to a secret passage.
It should be note.
Ah.
It's one. Yep, never mind. I'll say that in a moment.
I was just saying, would this be the secret passage you contacted us about previous evening?
Yep.
Nope.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't know that. Nope. Must be another one.
Jack, have you been freebasing?
What?
He doesn't look like
Never
a
mind.
freebaser.
Never mind.
What in Sam Hill is freebase?
If you have to ask, you'll never know.
I'm too. This shit.
For also, this is the one that was at Ursi's place. Oop. There you go.
Oh, he has a military by him.
Do any of these guys match the descriptions we were given by Frank?
Nope.
Okay.
Ursi, are you able to use your talents to find out who they are?
Oh, I think he was about to use Taste for Blood on the
Hmm.
vials of sparkly shit.
Yeah, on one of them.
Mhm.
Very well. Make your willpower activation roll, but remember, you're capped at five dice this time.
Okay. Dice. But I'm capped at 5. So I'm just gonna do 5 dice. What's the difficulty for this stuff again?
Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. Okay. 3 successes.
You are, for a moment, you're not actually putting it in your mouth, are you? I mean,
No,
obviously,
I'm
it
just
protects you
dipping
from
a
being
finger in.
bloodbound or anything like that because of the thaumaturgy. But okay,
Yeah, he's just
that
dipping his
changes it
finger
slightly.
in.
The only thing you're able to sense is that A, it's not a vampire, and B, it's full of some sort of wild energy.
What in the fuck? Okay. We'll cork it. It's not kindred blood, but there's some weird shit in there. The only best way I can describe it is wild. I'll have to research that later. Not for these guys. I have to spend a blood point to use Taste for Blood, correct?
Yep, for all thaumaturgy.
Okay. Yes.
Sometimes more than one. But not for
Yes.
Taste of Blood, that's just one.
Boom. And then he'll go and check the military man's blood.
The one that
Anyway,
attacked you.
and any luck, Maisie?
With what?
All right. She already told me, didn't she?
Yeah, that Anna's missing.
Anyway, do you all need me for anything?
Did you already give your official statement to Trevor?
Pretty much. will say.
Then if you have enough to give your report, should be good. God, I hate me. Okay, yep, go. What was it doing? Yep, this guy. Okay. And he'll just kind of go over to the military man with a shotgun wound and just kind of stick his finger in the wound to do taste of
I'm
blood.
going to say that right as you're starting this one, I will remove your humanity level cap restrictions. You're kind of slowly hitting the point where you'd normally be awake.
Okay. It's more reasonable. Okay.
Mhm.
6 successes.
Indeed.
Or 5 successes. I forget. Does a 1 completely cancel out of 10, or does it just make it 1?
It completely cancels out of 10.
Okay, then it's 5 successes.
No, it is in fact 6, because remember the difficulty was 4.
Oh, yeah.
In any case, yes, this is the vampire. They last fed last night. And they are apparently 14th generation. And no, they have not ever committed diablerie.
Okay, and I forget. Does it tell you their clan?
I had that in his home thing when you got a lot of successes. For him, Bruja. He's actually, despite being like 14th generation, he has enough of a enough of a thickness in that blood to still claim a clan, which is very rare.
Okay. Okay. All right. This guy's it's a little surprising. He's 14th, but not a thin blood. Bruja.
He is a thin blood. He's just still clanned, which is rare.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
He's thin blood, but he's got a clan. Surprising. Bruja.
See, told you it was a panda. I said looking to Travis.
Yeah, no, this one actually got a clan.
What is it about these pandas? Can someone clue me in?
Uh, still shaking off like the last of having woken up too early. Just kind of, it's. Honestly, I'm having a hard time remembering right now. It was something to do with.
All right. Well, if it's not pertinent to the investigation, we
No,
can
you're
not
fine.
talk about it. He'll just
Should be
bother you
fine.
about it later.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You gonna do your thing on the other two as well?
Yeah. Maisie, you have the cooler, right?
Yep, right here. What do you need?
Awesome. Just hand me the cooler.
She'll pass it over.
He'll grab the cooler, set it down next to the other two, pop the lid open, grab a blood bag, drink, just chug the entire bag, and then goes to use it again.
Anyone looking at Artemis at this point will see a look of disgust pass across his face briefly.
You chug a blood bag and you go back to use what again?
Taste for blood on the old,
The old
messed up
ugly
looking
one.
guy. Yes.
Very well.
And that is the confirm. Forces 3 successes because I got that one.
No, you still got 4 because you had 5 base successes and it only took away 1.
Oh, I keep forgetting it auto does that.
Yeah. In any case, yes, they are a vampire. They fed last night. They were mostly full, as far as that goes. They are also of the 14th generation, and they are cative. And yes, this one actually has committed diablerie.
Oh. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. I am awake. I kind of like absentmindedly like beat his chest like twice, just enough to cause like pain, but not to actually deal damage. Just jolt him awake a little bit more. Okay. And the last one. And takes one more blood bag, so he has 2 blood bags left, and does the last one.
You have. Oh, assuming this is what Heinrich gave you. You have 4 left.
Oh yeah, he gave me 6, not 4.
Mhm.
So I have 4 left.
You still have enough for one person for whatever you need it for. Yeah. So go ahead and make another one last check. Yes. Also, the unknown was a caitiff. I didn't say that right. I mean, the last one was. The girl, on the other hand, yes, the vampire, also fed last night, has a fair bit of blood left in her system. Surprising. Is of the 15th generation, and has never committed diablerie. And is also a caitiff. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Do they? Is there any? Do they have any equipment, any weapons, or anything that they had with them? These torpid vampires.
The girl had a gun. The ugly guy and the military-looking guy both had knives, so the military-looking guy also had a stake. But that's about it. Not particularly well armed, but they thought they were going after sleeping vampires, so they didn't think they needed to.
Screw it. Artemis is going to try and use Spirit's Touch on a few of the items.
Spirit's Touch. Right. Which items in particular?
Start with the stake. That seems like one that might have more of an emotional attachment to it for a vampire.
Alrighty, let me open up the handout for that. Auspex 3. Okay, you will be making a perception empathy roll. The difficulty is determined by the age of the impressions and the mental spiritual strength. I'm gonna make this one difficulty 6.
Okay.
If it had actually been used to stake, it technically was used to stake someone. It was used to stake them, but yeah, we're not going to count that one because otherwise that would make this much more difficult for different reasons. So yeah, perception empathy difficulty 6.
3 successes.
All right, the last owner's gender or hair color, something basic. In this case, they were male, obviously. You know that that their hair was also a darkish color. 3 your third successes.
I was
The
hoping
state
for
of
4 to get
mind. Ooh, the state of mind of this person though. Set, dedicated, committed. Something about something like a man setting out on mission. You don't know why or what for, but they were definitely dedicated, and this was certainly premeditated and willing, at least on his part.
Okay. These individuals did this of their own free will. They were dedicated to a cause. There was no compulsion here. They wanted to do this. We're dealing with
Yeah.
fanatics.
I figured with the freaky medallions. And also whatever the fuck this sparkly shit is. Heads up. Points at the girl. 15th. Caitiff. And then sort of kicks the one Jack fell.
I should note that, Ursi, you have heard of the 15th generation, but you've never actually seen someone with that low of a generation before now.
Yeah, points at the 15th, goes 15th. That honestly thought that was a myth. Those one and that one's dying painfully. Oh, also he's Kate 14th. Reason for prior statement. This guy did bad shit.
Who are you pointing at?
The old man. The
Right.
yeah, the fucked up dude.
Okay, I mean, they've all done bad shit. They've attacked upstanding kindred in their homes, so they're probably gonna get it, especially since I don't recognize any of them.
He
But
kind
what in
of looks
particular?
at Trevor. He looks at Trevor and gives him like a very specific look, and he just goes, "No, I mean bad even for us." He's a Diablerist.
Ah. Oh, fuck.
Yup. What's the remind me of the conduct here? Do we hand him over to the sheriff, or is it immediate execution? It's been a sec since we've had to deal with one of these.
Well, given the circumstance and that it was likely a joint effort, probably best to hand him over to the sheriff. I'm sure the prince is going to want a more detailed interrogation done.
Yup. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm definitely gonna want to be present for that, so I'll have to make time for that.
Yeah, also need to put out an alert about possible certain runaway kid. He says, looking over at Jack.
What?
Oh yeah, you missed it. Anastasia's missing.
Are you
She's
what?
what?
Someone threw a Molotov at her and she ran off.
Lex and I have been unable to find her, so we need to find her.
Quick question. Which one? Kind of gestures to the two.
Not telling you that.
I wouldn't kill them. That's not my job.
I don't believe you.
Fair enough. Though, in other news, or I guess the news you just mentioned, there's a frenzied child bloodthirsty vampire on the loose.
Potentially. She did jump in a pool before we lost her trail.
Okay, cool. So a wet child that is frenzied, or
Potentially.
may not be frenzied anymore, but oh
A
god.
very unhappy
Okay.
child vampire. Yes.
Yeah, that's very, very bad.
Yup. Which means we need to go find her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Get your ducks in a row, Ursi. Come on.
Yeah, I am aware. But common sense. Would it be too much to ask Trevor to allow Ursi some time to would it be out of the normal to do like a preliminary investigation before handing them over? Like interrogation, I mean.
Normally, I wouldn't. Normally, I'd be fine with that, but you're already dedicated to one investigation, and pretty sure the
Yeah.
boss is going to want to hear from you soon enough.
Yeah,
but
I have the report
considering that they
mostly
are
written
thin
up.
bloods, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's related.
Yep, but unfortunately, this does look like the symbol doesn't look similar to the fox or the V for
It doesn't look
Valyria,
like
right?
any of the other symbols you've encountered thus far. No.
Unfortunately, the symbol they're carrying doesn't match any descriptions of any things we've been covering in our investigation. Could be related, likely is, but I don't want to step on the boss's toes, so I'm not gonna. Trevor, I trust you can handle this part because I guess I have a child vampire to find. God, I hate this city sometimes.
Great, I gotta carry 4 bodies up to the frickin' vehicle.
I
by
can
myself.
help you move them up. That's easy.
You can just
Wait,
leave
Fourth?
them here. We'll investigate it.
No can do.
Yeah, the bodies. We're not going to be able to hold on to those. Those got to go to the sheriff. If there wasn't a diabolist involved, we might have been able to do a preliminary interrogation. But with that, it's out of our hands right now. Let's go
Fine.
find the child.
Maisie's gonna grab one of the bodies to take upstairs before she goes out to look for Anastasia.
Yeah, Ursi will
Samesies.
lift up the two that Jack dealt with, and just kind of heave them over his shoulders. I guess not really heave, just kind of puts them over his shoulders, and then starts going up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Poor little bully boy couldn't even take one body.
No, he can take one. There's 4 down here.
Yeah,
There's
but
three-
Ursi
there's
took
3
2,
corporate
Jack took
vampires.
1, and Maisie took 1.
Oh,
So
I
there's
thought Ursi
Yeah.
only took
so
1.
Travis doesn't get any bodies.
Yeah,
He complained
Ursi
and
just went
he complained that he was gonna have to do it all by himself, and then he gets no bodies to carry. He gets
He just
emasculated.
shrugs and follows after you lot. As the cops upstairs have finished cleaning the scenes, and most of the interested neighbors have fucked off back to their own homes.
the two that Jack dealt with. Are they staked or are they still just tortured?
They're just tortured.
Ursi will reach into his coat, just double checking how many stakes he has. If he has more than one. Coat inventory. Perfect. He takes out 2 stakes, stakes them, and then we'll just leave them up there for Trevor.
Easy movement, indeed.
All right. There you go. They're all staked. You're good to go. Okay. Child.
Now, out of character, yes, Anastasia is next on the roster. But we are like 10 minutes away from session end time, so is there anything smaller anyone wants to do as they prep to go look for Anastasia?
I think Ursi does. I think he will. Common sense. To set up a meeting with the regent, who would I contact for that? Depending on the severity. Like, would it be
You
normal to
could
go
call,
through
you'd
Heinrich?
basically likely be calling the Chantry's line, which would likely be answered by Hank.
Yes. Then he will. Was there texting at this time? Yes.
Yes,
BlackBerry
but
said-
Chantry doesn't have cell phones. The Chantry has landlines, which is different.
That's right. That's right.
Think your brain. You cannot be as tired as freaking Ursi is.
Fun fact: physically, me Bagel the person is in the last week plus. I have not gotten 30 hours of sleep.
Are your legs still fucked up too?
No, I just haven't been able to get good sleep because during the time in Hawaii, I didn't get more than like 3-4 hours of sleep a night because I was sleeping in the same room as my sister, and she snores like a chainsaw. And then I was sick.
She married yet,
so
or is that just like you? I don't want to.
That's just how she is. It's just how she is.
Okay.
She's great. Yeah. So me, the player, is physically tired, but I am trying not to
Okay,
act.
think brain. Think brain. Think brain.
Oh yes, I'm going to call Heinrich. I'm going to call the line.
Mhm.
I got to make a quick phone call real quick.
After 3 rings, it'll be picked up. Yes, hello. Yeah.
Heinrich,
Who's this?
hello.
Ah, I see.
I wanted to inquire on
And
what
tell me you
time.
changed your mind and wanted the M60. I understand.
Unfortunately, I would like to inquire on the availability of the regent to talk, as I'd like to discuss with him some of the. Uh, I talked with the Seattle Chantry yesterday, and I'd like. We have not made a deal just yet, but we discussed negotiations, and I would like to meet with the regent if he is available tonight
I'm also going to
to
ping
discuss them.
common sense, and that
Oh.
you might also want to be talking to him about certain strange blood vials you found recently.
Also, I would like to discuss with him, aside from that, some unique potions. But I found this weird vial of not kindred blood, but it's filled with weird bullshit energy. It's like wild. I don't know. Pardon my crassness. I don't know how to describe it better. Sparkly. It's weird. It was found on 3 kindred that attempted to assail me and some of my compatriots tonight. And I feel it is of interest to the Chantry.
Well, I'm sure I will make the regent aware. What time do you think you will be able to stop by?
Unfortunately, it will likely be later in the night due to previously mentioned circumstances.
Very well. Very well. See you
Thank
when
you.
we see you.
Thank you very much, Heinrich. Do have a good night.
You as well.
Click. Heinrich's great.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, that's what Ursa was doing.
Anyone else got like little side preparations?
No, not for me.
Maisie might check in with her sire, but that's about it.
About what? Depending on about what, it might be a longer conversation.
Just basically what's going on.
All right. In that case, we will leave that one for next session.
Oh boy.
Theo, Rob,
Yes.
anything?
No, nothing for me.
Nope.
Alrighty then, we will hold it there and pick up next time with a search for the wayward vampire child, among other things. So we will, I guess, jump straight to experience. Well, first, did everyone have a good time?
Yeah.
I know we were
Sounded
kind of
great.
all over the place because we were all separated for most of that.
I liked it. It was very fun.
It was chaotic.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I originally planned to have the this bit take place like a night or two earlier, the night that Artemis was staying at Jack's place. But then Artemis wasn't going to be able to make it for that session, so I decided to hold off on it. Just FYI. Hey, case experience. You get your basic, you get your role playing, learning. Ursi, what did Ursi learn tonight?
Earthy learned that his efforts are paying off. He's he's going to get access to Levenbolt after the considerable time he's invested in getting towards that, and has also learned of a new strange wild energy, whatever that is, with these strange sparkly dials.
Fair enough. Artemis, what did Artemis learn tonight?
Artemis learned that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, despite the fact that he screwed Diaz over. Her desire to get revenge on Vitel is stronger than her desire to punish him. So he now potentially has an opportunity to get back at Vitel.
And even if she was plotting something against you, it wouldn't happen till after, presumably.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he doesn't trust her as far as he could throw her with his potence.
I'd like to see if her actions back up her words, but for right now, they both definitely want Marcus dead. Apparently a fiery, painful death, too.
Yes.
Jack, what did Jack learn tonight?
There's a bunch of dudes with strange medallions and a strange ass liquid that isn't vampire blood, any kind, in their presence.
I'll take it.
Out of character, I know what the blood is, but I know that Jack doesn't, so I can't say shit.
Let's just say I've had a character high on that kind of blood at one point. In any case. Maisie, what did Maisie learn tonight?
Maisie learned that there's definitely someone targeting Percy and Jack, but currently not targeting Artemis and Maisie.
Interesting. Wonder why that specifically.
Mm-hmm. It's curious.
It's a bit of a weak one, but I'll allow it because it's book one. So 3 for everyone. And in reverse order, Maisie, your MVP.
Percy.
Why?
Just for how he played out being awoken early, even if it's also because how he's feeling.
Fair enough. Jack, MVP.
No idea.
Very well, we'll come back to that, I guess. Artemis, MVP.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Ursi as well for the damn it, I'm up too early role playing.
And Ursi, it might very well be cosmetic, but MVP. You there, Ursi?
Sorry. I'm gonna give it to Jack for choosing to get high and playing out doing a conference call while high. That was funny. I like that.
It was, in fact, very funny. Yes.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll go with group consensus. Join the hive mind.
The hive mind is joined, making it 3 for Ursi.
Many thanks.
And let me total that up real quick.
I have a purchase to make. I would like to invest in Thaumaturgy 5. and spend 20 XP.
Then 20 XP you shall spend.
Yes!
Also, for second place experience now, there will only Maisie will get to make a makeup work admission. So. Now, I believe it's time for us to just go ahead and break up session and let the two Pacific Coast people go back to bed. That sounds it.
Understandable.